Light on the wabash. How I long for my Indiana home.
And now for the most famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engine!
Right on the tail of Marco Andretti! Can a teenager win in Indianapolis? Here's the finish. Sam Horton Jr. makes the pass. He'll win it. Sam Horton Jr.
It's not a tour de force. It's a tour de pin.
I don't know what it is. Danny Sullivan gets him. Danny Sullivan gets him down. No, he's swirling. No, he's spinning. Danny Sullivan spins. But he goes around twice and gathers it in.
Absolutely incredible. Danny Sullivan headed for victory lane in Indianapolis.
Our twin checkered flag in the air. It's a battle at the start-finish line. And Joseph Newgarden will win the Indianapolis 500-mile race. Davey Hamilton, he finally gets the buggy off him, but the pass makes it stick. Joseph Newgarden goes back-to-back, wins the 108th running of the Indianapolis 500-mile race.
And welcome to the Indianapolis 500 podcast, proudly live in Indianapolis, Indiana. Can you believe it? I couldn't believe it a few months back that I would ever go to this race. Thanks to our sponsor of this video, Better. Better Basic is a clothing company that has not only given me the opportunity to actually come to the Indy 500 this year, but they've also created memories that will last a lifetime, as me and my family have now joined the racing team of Connor Daly and Stingray Robb, and we've had such an incredible time. We're going to have more on basically bump day and carb day, or more on bump day in a minute, the Penske scandal and all that good stuff. We actually played a little bit of that, but I had more to say on it just from somebody who was at the paddock today, actually seeing the garages and all that stuff. And then what I noticed on Legends Day is we got one more day left until the Indianapolis 500. One more day. Think about that. Think about that for a minute. That is awesome. I've never seen anything so exciting ever. And now this is going to be an event that I will remember for the rest of my life. Thanks to the people of Better Basic, the clothing company based out of California. Better Basic, better clothes, better you. Today, I would really like to talk about what I noticed on my first day at the Indy 500, which was a lot. I mean, my goodness, we just got here last night. Last night, and it was incredible. The scenic views of course, the track and everything was spectacular. Got into the hotel, and we had to figure out what we were going to do with basically everything, because this contest gave us an amazing opportunity to be here. And we've taken it with good fortune and strive to really live on that promise. But let me tell you, this has been basically a great time. Stressful, but a great time. I mean, it's like I said, my mom even said the same thing. She was like, yeah, it's exciting. And yes, it is, but it's also stressful at the same time. And yeah, we have a lot of just great images that we have on our social media pages, including, of course, a video that I posted and a few photos on the Instagram page for tomorrow and then going into Sunday. Of course, we're going to be covering the race afterwards. I have to walk 45 minutes back to our hotel. 45 minutes back, because it's all the way in Indy, and then we got to go all the way to Speedway. So that's going to be a lot of fun. We didn't go to the parade or anything like that because I thought we'd just rest up, get ready to go for tomorrow, and we'll have the latest updates about the Indy 500. If it's not going to be on Sunday, it's going to be on Monday. So keep in mind, Monday afternoon, we're going to have a full, probably, unless I can somehow muster the courage to do it Sunday night, Monday would be the day that we do an Indy 500 recap. We saw a lot of Corvettes out today, sponsored by the good folks at Chevrolet for the Indianapolis 500. They were near where our hotel was at, and then they went straight back to the track. So it was a lot of fun doing that. It was a lot of fun. Basically, the whole day in ways was really fun. I mean, we got to tour Stingray Rob and Connor Daly's garage, and while we were there, of course, my mother and sister unfortunately were not able to go in, so that was kind of a downer. But when I was walking through the paddock and seeing all of the great, spectacular drivers warming up for this amazing event, something very odd pushed me over the edge on Reddit. And I thought, this is weird to see Penske keep their garage doors shut, as soon as they were trying to basically try to cover up something. They didn't want the public to notice the cars and what they were doing, and it just seemed very, very weird. It was odd. It was an odd feeling around that part of the garage area. And then you go around the Penskes, and the Penskes had bad energy. I think it was horrible energy going in. I hope they don't win this 500, and I really don't want them to, because it would just be a travesty to all of sports if that would have happened. And I don't wish that on anyone. I really, really don't. I really don't wish that on anybody, to lose this Indy 500. But in a way, you can tell that Penske kind of deserves it going in. I mean, I saw the hype on social media, and now I can really believe it. They had literally tires covering the doors of the place. They didn't want anyone seeing a single thing from that whole thing. Nothing. And that's what made the experience worse for some people, but better for others. And I'm just saying, it's a huge achievement that, of course, Stingray Rob and Connor Daly are in it. They even said, according to one of the crew chief members over at their team, which we thank them for giving us this opportunity to go to the Indy 500 and Junko's Hollinger Racing. Of course, we were in Stingray Rob's area, and we, of course, were visiting him, visiting parts of the team. They did say that both Connor Daly and Stingray Rob, and I don't have the audio for it for the whole interview because they did not want non-media members taking audio clips. They just wanted videos. So we got to actually see things, but the pit crew driver, race crew member did say, this is the most exciting that Connor Daly has been, and Stingray Rob have had in years. The highest position they've had, highest pole position, highest position they've had in the race, and they're excited. They are ready for tomorrow. They are ready to get the win for the first time, which of course sounded like big words because I don't like to be rude to that team, but I mean, come on. That's ridiculous for them to think that a plus 3,000 odd team is going to win the Indy 500 when clearly we've seen in the last few years that they won't. But I have to give respect to the team. I hope they win in my heart because the team brought us here. We wouldn't be here without them. We wouldn't be here without the sponsor of Better clothing brand. If it wasn't for them, I don't know where we would be. So I just hope we can win one for the Gipper and just do a good job and just do a spectacular job, doing our best to try everything we can and do spectacular in that race. But speaking of that, when I was actually walking out of the paddock, we were headed towards merchandise. We got some few clothes, all that good stuff. And then once I was walking down there, a huge crowd started gathering around the circles of the racetrack. And you're wondering to yourself, what the heck is happening? What is happening? I can't believe what is happening right now. And believe it or not, what was happening was that the crowds just grew and grew and grew. Keep in mind this was Legends Day at the Indy 500. So they had like all the old drivers sign autographs, current drivers sign autographs, getting ready to go for Sunday. And let me tell you, it was a scene when Pato O'Ward came out and really dazzled the crowd. No one else wanted interviews. They had long lines for drivers. But Pato O'Ward was single-handedly the best driver for the fans. He sold them today. In a video I posted, which I'll play here in a minute, it was incredible to see him hugging fans and getting selfies. I literally saw girls screaming, teenage girls screaming, like they just saw some kind of rock star or something. I had never seen that before. Never. I had never seen that before. And of course, it really it's just shocking to be like, wow, a driver from Spain has all that attention. But they did warn me that it was and is the most, Pato O'Ward is the most popular driver in all of IndyCar. So that, I mean, it made more sense after that. It just made more sense. And I was proud of that whole team, regardless of what they were able and not able to do. But they sold the fans today more than any other driver I had seen. And I was in other areas. It definitely was not like Pato O'Ward's area, because once he came out, people were running. I mean, people were literally running. And in this clip, you'll hear the audio that the girls were screaming and everything else. Just imagine it's BTS or something. It literally felt that big, and I saw nothing. I was literally trapped inside this maze of all these Spanish Americans trying to get photos of Pato O'Ward. It was a scene. It was a true scene. And here's the clip.
I did. I got a good toss.
Tag Heuer is proud to be the official timepiece.
Celebrity. Pato, ¿qué tal el sombrero?
Mucha suerte mañana. ¡Lo logramos!
There you go. Hell yeah. I know what it's all. That's awesome.
Absolute scenes at the Indianapolis 500. Man, cannot wait for tomorrow. They are projecting to have around 350,000 people. And literally, the hotel brochure that we got literally said, don't take Uber or Lyft after the Indy 500. The scenes will be equivalent to Cleveland, Ohio, or New York City. And it's going to get bad. It's going to get really bad. And so just be aware. Keep to yourself mainly and go in groups. That's the first thing I could say as someone that is going now. It's a treat to go, but we have to know and have to buddy up with people that we know are also going to go the same way that we do. And of course, the hotel we're at, it's like 45 minutes away from the track. It's just unbelievable how far we're going to have to walk tomorrow. Of course, this was the first time I've ever gone to the Indy 500, so there's a lot of anxiety going into this as well. And I'd love to say that I'm excited for it, but man, it's overwhelming in ways. It is overwhelming because you are officially a member of a long and historic group of human beings, Homo sapiens, to go to the Indy 500. And it's nice, but also overwhelming. And it was overwhelming getting to the hotel. It was overwhelming getting out of the hotel. And it will probably be on Monday. But I think everybody will either be leaving out of here Sunday or they'll be leaving out of here Monday, which will cause havoc anywhere you go throughout the city. So just be aware of your surroundings. Always watch your stuff. It is something to behold when this type of stuff comes to Indiana, because we don't get much of this attention. And with that being the Pacer game, a lot of people are probably going to be heading out of here in the night, and people will be adding into more of the carnage by going to the Pacer game that night. I mean, it's just going to be a huge scene downtown probably. People back and forth, going and going and going, just literally having the time of their life, but at the same time wondering how their bills are going to be in a few months. So that's going to be awesome. That's going to be nice. But for anybody that has to, not nice in general, I just mean in terms of anything that they could do to basically pay all that off, it would be nice if they could pay it off. Let's just wish for that. But yeah, of course, the food was good. I mean, it was good food. It was nice food. Hopefully they serve hotter options during the actual race. And I like to say that was nice and good. And it was. We had a good tenderloin. And that was where I met Powell Ward was actually trying to get the tenderloin. And, of course, it was a sight to behold, a sight to marvel. Seeing how many people are in town. That's the big thing, is seeing how many people are in town for this one event. It's crazy. Just flat out crazy. And I like crazy, but not this. We were stuck for a few minutes. We didn't go to the public meeting because we were trying to find a ride. And it was just crazier and crazier and crazier and crazier. It was just crazy. And so I really was fortunate to really go to this. I'm proud that we're going to this. And, of course, I don't really have much to say because I need to get some rest for tomorrow. This might be posted around 5 or 6 p.m. on the East Coast time, which, of course, we didn't do much. But, of course, it's all about resting for tomorrow. It's all about resting and watching some really good IndyCar racing. But if we don't see good IndyCar racing, that's going to be the downer to everybody, especially given how IndyCar's respect right now is going down the tube. It's gone down the drain if you've watched the sport of IndyCar. And in a way, I can actually see how it might in terms of some of these race teams that I dealt with. The best team that I dealt with today when we were doing the whole walk in the garage areas was the Andretti's. Marco Andretti has great energy, great morale. He's an unbelievable athlete, and nobody would run up to him. So, I mean, I get he was washed out and didn't actually win the Indy 500. Actually, the whole family didn't win the Indy 500 2 out of 3 times. But if they did win the Indy 500, then we'd know him more. But Pato's young, Pato's adventurous, and I think just from the vibes that I got, I mean, you had people young and old running up to him. It was nice to see. Very nice to see for the sport. And, of course, if you're a fan of it, you'd love that because there's just so many international fans there. I even heard people when we were first walking into the Indianapolis Motor Speedway that were literally, they were from other countries. I saw people from Sweden there. I saw people from Australia there. I saw people from Finland there. It was really nice to see that and wonderful because we got people from all over the world coming to watch this one race, and it's going to be a lot. I mean, thank God it's not going to be 90 to 100 degrees in this place. It's going to be nice and sweet to actually go out on a sunny day, 68 degree temperature day in Indianapolis and watch these cars duke it out and then go either back to the hotel and sleep or go back to the hotel and watch the Pacers go 3-0 on the New York Knicks. And that would just be awesome within itself. And, of course, like I mentioned, after the Indy 500 is over and after we do our post-race coverage and all that good stuff, that is going to be when we're going to do, of course, post-race. And as I said, I've decided I will actually do the whole deal where I am going to continue this podcast, except it might be not called the Indianapolis 500 podcast, but we'll still call it that probably. But we'll get into more of the weeds on that really soon. And so don't need to worry about that today. There's really no need to worry about that. It's all about the Indy 500. And that is what we're going to focus on. That's the way the cookie crumbles. And we're going to see some amazing things, some nice things, some things that we like to see, and maybe some action, some packed stuff going on. And also, to all the veterans out there, we were with a group of veterans today. We thank all of them for their service and what they have done for our country. This holiday weekend is more than just a weekend to celebrate anything related to sports. It is not about sports. It's about our veterans, the people that served our country, the people that were on the ropes and really had to fight for our freedom. So this weekend is for them. It's for no one else. It's for them. And that's what it's all about going into this weekend, because many people want to think, oh, we're going to just have this one event and be over with. No, we got to think about this every day as Americans. Got to think about the freedoms we have and the choices we were able to make and the sacrifices we were able to bring. It was awesome coming here to Indianapolis, so I'm blessed about that. And Jesus gave us a great honoring. Our Lord and Savior comes first as well, because he is the one, the guiding gift, who gave us this gift of unbelievable opportunity to watch an amazing event. And I cannot thank him enough. But yeah, everyone, sleep well tonight. Sleep really well tonight. If you're going to go to the race, be safe. And also be responsible. And also be courteous and be kind. And also show people grace when they're getting stuck in traffic, or when they're getting in the paddock and can't get out, or they need help, or they need to sit in the general admission and they don't know where to sit, or they don't know where to go, or they don't know what to do. You literally need to help them. And that's going to be the best part about this weekend. Have a great weekend, whether you're going to the Indy 500 or not. Have a great weekend, everyone. I will see you tomorrow or Monday. And from there, we're going to come back better than ever with these pods. I love this podcast so far. I would love to continue doing this. Thank you all so much for listening. Have a great night. Start your engines. Go to sleep. And then start your engines again. Everyone, be safe. And have a great Memorial Day weekend. And if you're going to the race, have fun. Just like me. Have fun. See you all tomorrow. I will talk to you either tomorrow or Monday. Thank you. And have a good night. And have a great Memorial Day weekend.